Hello, it is time for us to know who we are. Yes, it is time for us to live the life that we always wanted. Yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh. Dancing with me? Okay, uh-huh. No, but seriously, it is literally time for us to get our together. What we're doing today is we are making a guide, we are making a roadmap to our highest version. We are going to take a creative take on putting our visualization of what our new identity is onto paper. It's going to be so much easier to go into this new identity when you have a plan. When you don't have a plan for something, you don't know what next step to take or anything to keep you on track. How are you going to be this new person? You've never been her before. Excuse me, miss. We need a plan, okay? And if I have a little bit of energy, let me give you some because I had 2 shots of espresso. So you are gonna need a scrapbook of some kind. I got mine from Daiso. You can get any size scrapbook. I just like how small this one was. You're gonna want anything that you want to decorate it with. Stickers, glitter. You need scissors, glue, tape, staples, whatever you want to use to attach the pictures. The apps we're going to be using are going to be Pinterest and Canva, or basically any app that you can make a collage out of. You are also going to need 2 envelopes and 2 pieces of paper. Let's remember that this is a time to get excited because girl, you're literally making steps, making plans to get into your new identity. That's so exciting. I'm literally so excited at just the thought of like your guys' scrapbook. Oh, your identity that you want to shift into. I would like to see it. I would like to see it, girl. Can you send it to me? Step 1. We are writing a letter to ourselves 2 different times. Okay? The first letter is going to be a grateful review letter of the past year up to this point. Whenever you're making this, it can be at any time of the year, okay? So you're gonna write in this letter, what are you grateful for that has happened in the past year? What were the challenges that happened in the past year? Maybe you noticed some traumas came up. How did you overcome them? What did you do to overcome those challenges? That is so important. What kind of lessons have you learned in just 1 year up until this point? Okay, and at the end you're gonna say, I'm so grateful for the lessons that I've learned that I can take into this next year. Thank you so much. Insert your name. So for me, thank you so much, Jasmine. You taught me so much. I didn't think we could overcome that, but we did that. We literally did that. Thank you so much. Okay, that's what you're gonna say to yourself because, to be honest, you deserve it. You deserve that love to yourself 100%. Next letter. Okay, so in this next letter, it's going to be a letter to yourself from this point on up until a year moving forward. In this letter, what you're going to write, you're going to put it in the present tense now so that when you read it, you are reading it in the present tense a year from today, whenever you start this project. So you're going to say things like, I am so grateful that I did not give up on this. I'm so grateful that I finally chose to go through with this identity, which included whatever that is for you. I can't tell you that. This is for you to read in a year. Whatever you think you can accomplish in a year, whatever you think you can overcome in a year, or the identity you want to be, you are going to put that in this letter. So it's kind of like open-ended for you. So this is thanking yourself and being grateful for the life you've lived in the past year, and this one is a year moving forward, but you don't get to read any of these until the year has come a year from today. Okay, now we start to create and have some fun. Let your energy juices flow and just get into it, girl. I'm so excited for you. Okay, so you're gonna go on Pinterest. All of these sections, we're gonna make different boards. You're gonna go on Pinterest, find pictures that resonate with you when it comes to the energies, put them in that board, save them, come back to them when you're done, look through them. If some of them you see the whole board together and you're like, this one doesn't really feel like it's not resonating with the other ones, the whole vibe isn't there, take it off, girl, take it off. Don't worry about it, leave it behind. Let's put that out. We want the whole thing to feel concisive and like really resonating with you, okay? This is about what is calling to you. So go ahead and make your board when you're satisfied with it. And this goes for all of the boards that we're going to be making today. Go ahead and save those pictures. You're going to make a quick collage however you want. If you want them stacked on top of each other and you don't really want to cut them out and like stick them on, if you just want to print it out like that and stick it on, that's totally fine. It's up to you. I just wanted to cut them out and like put them where I specifically wanted. So that was just me. There should be a button that says create board. Okay, you're gonna say main energy. This is gonna be the energy that you want to take into the next year coming forward. Okay, so you don't want to put any habits that you want to have. You don't want to put bucket list things. You really want to draw from the elements and from nature or patterns, whatever it is. It could even be some type of art. So when you're looking at a picture, right, it conveys a certain energy to you. For example, if you see a red rose, you can think romance, passion, sensuality. So those are the energies. This is where we pick out the energy that we want to really embody in this new identity. So for mine, you'll see a lot of flowers that look elegant, very clean, sleek, elegant, pretty, divine. Okay, you can even incorporate like different types of fabrics, because that's going to be on the left side, and on the right side we're going to go ahead and put words to the visual that we put on the left side. As an example, I put words like elegant, graceful, divine, feminine, shine. So basically putting words to the energy. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to choose 2 to 3 areas of our life that we really want to focus on in this next year. We don't want to do too many areas of our life because it can be overwhelming, overstimulating, and then we just get nothing done. Oh, girl, and you give up, and then you're like, this didn't work. It never works. And then before you know it, you have spiraled. At this time in your life, there might be like certain areas where like I feel that's calling to me that I want to work on that. This could be anything. I'm going to go ahead and give examples. Home, health, appearance. It could be car. I'm going to make a board for each one. Okay, so if you're going to do home, you're going to label your board home. You're going to go onto Pinterest. You're going to look at maybe different interior design styles, different organization styles, whatever that looks like for you. That's what you're going to be working on in the next year. Go ahead and put that, girl. Good to you. I can't wait to see it. Go ahead and make those boards. Like I said, have fun with it. I would even include some quotes, because quotes, man, they could just resonate with you to the deepest part of you. Put quotes in there. Get excited. Side note, if you do happen to do health, that is a very popular area of life that people like to work on, and for good reason. It's so important to take care of your health. If you want a certain physique, beautiful, love that for you, go ahead. Let's not put people posing your dream body onto here. I'll tell you why. This is an energy thing. How can we embody the energy of this person? Because we've never had that physique. Maybe we haven't gotten that far in our journey. Maybe it seems so far away. I don't want you to focus on the end result of it, although it's going to be the outcome of it. You want to do someone who's actually physically working out, because it's the process that we need to focus on when it comes to getting these results. We want to remember that we need to go ahead and do the process, the ability to do something. Let's get excited and really take in the ability to enjoy the process. So for mine, I want to be someone who's flexible, so I have someone stretching. Because that's what's going to get the result, right? Is actually doing the thing. So let's put doing the thing in the pictures. You get it, girl. Okay. So once you do all that for your 3 areas of your life, boom, 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 you made your boards, you saved them, you made a collage, you printed them out, you cut them up, you put them on. Now we have a guideline. Okay, so in this next area, we're really focusing on bucket list things, experiencing life. Maybe we have certain beliefs. Maybe we're kind of scared and timid to go out and do the things that we want to do. Maybe we don't have someone to do them with, so it's stopping us from actually living our lives, girl. Let me hold you when I say this. Please live your life. Oh my gosh. That was me. That was me. But here I am going to heels classes, dance classes by myself. And you know what? When you show up with love and excitement, it's really okay at the end of the day. But it is a big obstacle to overcome, right? But if you want to be someone who lives their life and is the identity, you have to be comfortable getting uncomfortable. You really, really do. This is going to be the area where we say, how do I want to live my life in the next year? What kind of things do I want to experience? Maybe you want to be a little girly who gets all dressed up and goes to a jazz club, or a girl who keeps vases of flowers, you know? Whatever that looks like for you, girl. But this is where you were like putting your experiences into life. For me, for example, I want to be someone who treats herself to a massage here and there. I also want to take at least 1 month of Pilates in the next 12 months. Can I afford 1 month out of 12 months to treat myself with self-love for my health? We need to rewire how we see these things. This is for our health. This is for our life. I'm not saying spend all your money and like go all in and like splurge whenever you want. Okay, I'm not saying that. But meet yourself where you are, girl. If you can't afford to get a massage every week, every month, can I maybe at least once every 3 months get a massage? Is there a coupon that comes in the mail that like gives me a really good deal on a massage? You know, meet yourself where you're at. If you can't do it every 3 months, can you do it once a year? It's meeting yourself with these life experiences wherever you are at financially. And I say that because I know financially things can stop us because we think the world is going to end. We can meet ourselves where we are. We don't have to like drop every cent that we have. Give yourself a little wiggle room to live your life and enjoy it. And like, fill yourself up, fill up your cup, girl. Put the bucket lists, the things we want to really see in our lives in the next 12 months. Okay, this is where we get to get excited for the things we can look forward to. We have the visual of the identity that we want. We got to set ourselves up. This is a roadmap, a guide after all. So need a plan of how to be this person. So we're going to do a little bit of research. This is where we're going to really put time into seeing what it looks like to be this person who is going to ChatGPT. I want to be a person who goes to the gym, gets their protein in, has blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever it is for you, you're gonna put that in and be like, what kind of mindset do they have? What kind of routines do they have? Blah 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 blah. It's gonna tell you everything. Read it. Read up on what kind of identity that is, because it's really showing you what kind of person would do all those things. Okay, so we're learning about it. And after you read it, be like, okay, here's my current schedule. I go to work at this time. I get home at this time. I have to start cooking at this time. Whatever you kind of have to do on your day to day, put that in. How can I incorporate this with my current schedule? And it'll tell you, it'll put habits and little routines in there and then tweak it. Oh, I can't really, that's not going to really work for me, blah, 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 blah. And tweak it from there. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that, either copy and paste it or write the general outline of the schedule onto your notes app or onto this, like the last page. It is up to you. I put it on my phone because this doesn't travel with me, but my phone does. So you can really look at every day, what kind of person is this? How can I get 1% closer to becoming that and not going into my old habits? The very last part of this whole identity shift, and that's what this is, my friend. This is the identity shift. On a weekly or every 2 weeks, whatever works for you, you are going to go back and you're going to be so serious with yourself and so honest, because no one is going to benefit from you lying, especially not you. You need to be so honest with yourself of what went wrong and what went right, girl. Maybe you didn't do this, this, and this, but girl, I got up and I had my protein. I met my protein goal. Cheer yourself on. And it's okay if you fall off a little bit. Sometimes if we are a type of person that has tried to go into a new identity, we fall off, go back on, go off, go on. We feel like we can never become this person because in the past, we've had this pattern of falling off and falling on. Girl, Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a little bit of love. Take a deep breath. It's okay. Like, you have never been this person before. You have never been this person before. Give yourself a break. Give yourself grace. In this little session, you can write it down. What I like to do, because I'm not really big on writing down because my hand starts to hurt, press the button where it just like speaks and it writes whatever you speak. So I did show up for myself in this way. This is where things were working for me. This is what wasn't working for me. I noticed that I went back into this habit. So this is to set yourself up for success in the next week. Remember, we're giving ourselves grace. We have never done this before, okay? That is the end of this vision identity, change into a new identity roadmap guide. From start to finish, we're thanking ourselves for the past. We're getting excited for the future. We're creating the energy. We're seeing what areas of life we're changing. We're building a habit and routine, and also a weekly or every 2 weeks, whatever works for you, seeing what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and adjusting from there. If you fall off for a day, a 2, a week, 2 weeks, the time isn't in the past. The time is now. If that happened then, girl, it happened then. It's not happening today. Oh my gosh. Wow, that attitude. That's how you know I'm serious. To finish this video off, I am going to read something to you. Come back to this section if you feel any resistance on your journey. As contradictory as it may seem, do not over-identify with your new identity, this new form. If you do that, you will suffer when you do not show up as her, and sometimes you won't at first, because you've never been this person before. You are learning to be her. Don't think of any bumps in the road as a setback or a failure. To be this new identity, bring presence into your being, into each habit. If you find yourself in your head all the time about who this identity is and how you are or are not being this identity, you are overly in your head and not in your body and seeing what is happening around you. Being this new identity is being in the moment, enjoying the life that you're creating. If there's resistance in your head and you're like, I'm not being her, I didn't show up, and it just feels heavy, just know and be so present that you feel you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not being present, this is feeling heavy. Give yourself grace. You have never been this person before. Let me give you some love here. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Literally take time for yourself. Yes, we're embodying this new identity because we're the creators of our life, are we not? Right? Being the creators of our life, it should feel light. It should feel joyous and like very present. If it doesn't feel that way, you're in your head. You are nothing and no one. You don't have to be anything. You can just be. To be honest, the flowers are still growing outside and the wind is blowing. The only difference is that you're creating your suffering. This should be a fun, exciting, joyous project. And I'm literally so excited for you. And you literally have so much inside of you. Sometimes we just don't see it. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Sending love your way. Stick around for the next video where I show you guys my personal visualization technique. It's a 3-part series of visualizing, from asking to working to receiving, okay? I haven't really seen anyone do it this way, so I'm really excited to share what I do, because maybe sometimes visualizing, it can be a little bit tricky when you don't really know where to start. So let me be that girly for you. So that's it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.